Illinois Valley Community Hospital, we care for you.
Talkin Sports brought to you by the caring professionals at Illinois Valley Community Hospital.
IVCH.
Well, the weather outside is frightful, but in here it's always delightful. Yeah, everybody's getting in the Christmas spirit, I guess. Lanny, Slevin, along with Kevin Chlum. And Kevin, I guess next week we're going to get my Santa hat out for its annual appearance. It's only once a year, so let me get my Santa hat out.
Sounds
okay?
good. The Talkin Sports Christmas special next week.
Right. We're going to celebrate it, I guess, with the St. Bede girls basketball team and Tom McGonigal. Big news this week, of course, is C.J. Robbins signing.
Yeah, he's still going to be in the Big Ten. He's just not going to Indiana anymore. He's switched over to Northwestern and play for Pat Fitzgerald up in Chicago.
You know, it's really neat. When I talked with him about it, he said for 15 minutes they sat at the table and talked about nothing but academics. And that really sold him. He wants to get into business. He wants to do some other things. Good student. And 100% of their seniors are going to graduate. Football players are going to graduate this year. All their seniors.
Well, that's impressive.
Yeah,
I mean,
is.
obviously Northwestern's a great school. You know, that's
really
good for
is.
his future to be able to go to a place like that.
And I guess I shouldn't say sign. He will sign. He hasn't signed yet, but he will sign. Another big story as we hit the end of the year and a break is the IVCC men and women's team. Men are playing better, and the women are still unbeaten.
Yeah, the women's team, I saw them last week. They're very impressive. A 50-point win I watched them have last Saturday, and they're ranked, I think, number 6 in the national polls. It's just really impressive to see out there. And then the men have won, I think, what, 3 in a row or 4 in a row?
3 or 4 in a row, so they're starting to turn the page a little bit. And with the women, I think they trailed at the half the other night. It's the first time they've been behind at halftime. So they had to come back and win. They only won by 6. But those are good games for them because, you know, you just can't blow everybody away. If you do, you get in a tournament, and then you might trail at the half, and then you got a problem.
Yeah, it is good to have that experience. When the national tournament comes, you're going to be facing some good teams. You're going to be losing at some point, so you need to have that experience.
That's right. Okay, all the pairings now have been announced for the various tournaments. Of course, LP didn't get much of given much of a chance down at Pekin, the LP guys, but that's all right. You know, once they knock off, should I say that on, somebody will find out about this. Once they knock off Morton in their first game, it'll be smooth sailing from then on. Hopefully they'll be able to win a game or two down there. That's the main thing.
Yeah, I mean, they've played well in spurts, but not consistently, but we'll see. I'm sure they better put it together at some point this season.
Sooner or later. We talked about the St. Bede girls having their own tournament. A lot of teams are going to be in Plano to play basketball. That's a great time of the year.
Yeah, LP wrestling has been performing well. They had a big win against Rock Falls.
And, they killed them.
Yeah, was it like 48-6 or something?
Yeah, 48-6. There's no stopping them now. And there's no stopping us next week with the annual Christmas show. Join us again next time. I'm Lanny Slevin. This is Kevin Chlum from the News-Tribune. And don't forget to watch next time for another edition of Talkin' Sports.